Hi, I watched Shooting Stars and here's my review. Oh Han-byul leads a PR team in an entertainment agency where the celebrity Gong Tae-sung works in. They know each other since high school and despite having to work together, they don't get along and keep bickering all the time. So real quick to get it out of the way, it's a big production Korean drama, so of course, acting wise, I don't think I have anything to say. OST wise, production wise, you see it's always like this. So all of this is very good. Of course, very great performance from Oh Han-byul's actress Lee Sung-kyung that I've only seen once before, but yeah, it still worked very well for me. I really love her acting a lot. And for Gong Tae-sung's actor, I can't remember his name, but I've only seen him once before in Extraordinary You, I think. Yeah, since he has such a weird role in this, I consider this actually my first time really seeing him, and yeah, pleasantly surprised. I really like his performance as well. Overall, this drama is pretty cute and interesting. Also, the relationships are pretty soft and very, how could I say, people trust each other. It's very refreshing to see. In Dramaland, it feels like you can trust no one, and the characters can't trust anyone either, even if it's their best friends for years and years and years. They can't trust them. It's not a drama like this, so it's very refreshing. Also, in this drama as well, the communication is great. I'm seeing a lot more dramas recently doing communication correctly, and I love it. I mean, if you want to create drama in an interesting way. Don't always make the drama come from miscommunication. It's annoying. I think most people are getting tired of it, and it's just plain stupid at the end of the day. So yeah, I love this a lot. However, I feel like the drama feels a bit draggy, but maybe it's just because of me, and by this I mean that I've been watching recently a lot less Korean dramas than I used to before, and a lot more smaller dramas with maybe 12 episodes and sometimes even a lot less. So maybe I'm just not used to this huge format of an hour and 16 episodes. So maybe that's why I felt like it was draggy, but a lot of the time I feel like a lot of stuff are put in this drama and don't really serve a purpose, or things are just draggy, it doesn't go straight to the point. And maybe it's not necessarily a bad thing, but like I said, I think I'm too used recently to shorter dramas, so this was a bit of a problem for me. It did feel very draggy for me. I really like the relationship of Gong Tae-sung and Oh Han-byul. First, I was a bit skeptical because of how they don't really get along in the beginning. I used to really love enemies to lovers, but these times I'm realizing that I love friends to lovers. So I was a bit skeptical going in, but in the end I think it's done well. Maybe just I thought Gong Tae-sung was aware of his feelings for Oh Han-byul for a while, but it was not the case, so this was a bit weird for me because I really thought he knew, and he kind of realizes it pretty out of the blue, kind of, and accepts it really quickly as well. Which was a bit funny, but ultimately isn't really a problem, right? Like I said, I love the communication between the two of them. They tell each other stuff and they tell their friends stuff as well. And with that, I want to add that I'm very impressed by the character of Gong Tae-sung in the sense that he's not a typical man from a drama. By this, I mean that main characters often follow a certain path concerning their personality, if I can say. always kind of resemble each other, even if they are quite different. They have the same qualities usually. And Gong Tae-sung is very, very different. He's a very funny guy and he feels so relatable. He really acts like a human being. He feels just very, very different from other main lead I have been able to see. When you think about it, Oh Han-byul as well, I think, is very human and very relatable as well. But the contrast is a lot more important with Gong Tae-sung. So I really enjoyed that. And yeah, just for example, something I wasn't expecting at all was Gong Tae-sung opening up to his friend and asking advices and talking about his love life. Very surprising. It's something main leads, at least male main leads, never do, ever. So yeah, just a tiny example thrown out there. One thing I thought was going to disappoint me with the drama is when we get to think that they were together before and broke up. Ultimately, it's not really a problem, but personally, I don't really like it. I like my love stories to be kind of cheesy and very pure and stuff like that. So if they had been together before, it would have broken something, just like their relationship had been broken at some point by something. So at some point in the drama, I was not so much into it because of that. I felt no butterflies or nothing, but then it gets revealed that it was not the case. I had a tiny hope still, and yeah, I got so much more into the drama at this point. So ultimately, I think the only problem I have with their relationship in this drama is how it's never really clear what their relationship was before. How it really turned bad and when and how they were before. I feel like during the whole drama it remains very unclear. And at the end, actually, it kind of really disappointed me that Gong Tae-sung never really got to know how it had impacted Oh Han-byul with the dating scandal. Of course, he gets to know about it and he apologizes to Oh Han-byul, saying, wow, I did terrible things to her. But at this moment and until the end, he doesn't know that she was very in love with him at this moment. So this part about their past and everything stays very confusing the whole time. And it's a bit of the thrown off because I wanted to know more of how things had worked between the two of them. Okay, now a tiny thing that disappointed me, but actually I kind of knew it. It was completely expected. At some point I thought there was going to be a gay romance, and just by saying that I think everyone will know who I'm talking about. Of course, since we don't see them very often, I don't remember their names, but it's the two rookie actors in the same dorm. I thought there were going to be a thing. Sometimes in dramas they kind of introduce something like that, but it's very, very, very rare. I am aware of it, but I thought they were going down this path. But yeah, pretty quickly you know that this guy is going to finish with you, Naya. So the disappointment, even though I knew deep down that it was not going to happen this way, but still disappointed, especially since this guy ends up with you, Naya. This girl, I really hated her from the beginning to the end. Even if she acts all sweet and stuff with her boyfriend, she still had an horrible personality. I don't like it. And talking about both of them, I don't know about you guys, but for me, their relationship is the worst in this drama. I really hated it. It was kind of stupid and kind of cheesy and out of nowhere. And yeah, they have this breakup and then they go back together and it fits the script. And I'm like, yeah, whatever. I know it's a thing that happens and apparently pretty often, that actors are so in their roles that sometimes they get to grow real feelings for the person they are acting with. So I know this is a thing and it can work, and sometimes it can not work. But it was so... Nah, for me, really stupid romance. I just wanted to fast forward all their moments. I really didn't care about them at all. And actually, no, more than this, I didn't like them at all. Maybe I was also a bit salty because of no gay romance with him. But yeah, no, I think even without that, I wouldn't have liked them at all. At least with them, we had often the Yunaya, which was very funny, from this actor that I've seen before. I can't remember where, but yeah, really loved him a lot in this drama. Really funny character. For the reporter and the lawyer romance, I don't have much to say. I like her character. Well, I like both characters in the end, and I really like the kind of friendship the lawyer starts to have with Kong Tae-sung. So I like this. Only thing I don't really get is how the reporter is so miserable in her work, and she doesn't try while she is working. She doesn't have to quit or anything, but she doesn't try to find something better. Maybe she knows she's not going to find anything better, but maybe she could find a better boss, even if the job is still kind of meh. It's something that I never really understood throughout the drama, why she would not try to find something better while still working. Now for their relationship, it was pretty obvious it was going to happen, and I think their personality pretty much match, but we don't have much to see about them. The only thing that bothered me ultimately, and it has nothing to do with the drama really, it's how they made the lawyer in love with Oh Han-byul in the beginning. It feels like it was completely unnecessary. They always do that for the second lead, and I don't really understand it. It kind of makes their feelings really shallow. Because, okay, you were rejected, but you kind of let go very easily and fall for someone else pretty quickly as well. I mean, you don't seem like you were such in love. Of course, it's great for you if you move on quickly. I mean, it's better this way, but yeah, it makes them look very shallow in the end, and so I don't know what was the point, especially since it didn't really serve a purpose. It feels like it's just there to be there because it has to be there in a drama. Finally, the two managers ending together. I actually like their couple a lot, and it's a bit sad that we don't see them more. There is kind of an age gap between the two of them, but it's not something that bothers me at all. As long as everyone is not a minor, I'm fine with it. I thought because of the age difference we weren't going to have a kiss, but we do have a kiss at some point, and yeah, really cute couple. Wished I could have seen more. But that's about everything I have to say for Shooting Stars. If you haven't tried it, I hope you can maybe give it a chance. You might like it a lot, and hopefully you won't find it draggy like it was the case for me. Ultimately, it's a pretty decent and classic Korean drama. It stays pretty much in what they do. Also, the comedy in this drama doesn't feel too much. For me, sometimes the comedy in rom-coms is way too much for me. I don't get it. It feels like it's more towards it for a younger audience, maybe, and for me it doesn't work at all. But in this one, it's measured, there's not too much of it, just enough. And yeah, I think it's a really great drama, and it does a pretty nice mix, if I can say. But while remaining very classic of a drama, if I can say, the characters and their relationships between them is very different, and I think that just for this you should try it maybe and see how different it is from what we usually see, at least in rom-coms or just romances, because I don't watch much of anything else, so I can't say for all dramas, but at least for this genre I can say completely it's different. So anyway, I advise you to try it at least if you haven't, and if you have, don't hesitate to tell me your own thoughts about it, if you felt some things exactly like me, if not, why, like usual. Anyway, with this, I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye!